Welcome to 30 Minute Reviews. I am Adam. So we're going to talk about a DC animated movie. We're going to talk about Justice League Crisis on Two Earths, which the only reason why I watched this is because it came up on my recommended, and I'm not entirely sure why that happened, and this is on HBO Max. So figured let's talk about this, see where we go, and really I wanted to use this as a way to dip your toe in to into the wider DC animated universe and see how they really do things. So quite basically, it's a very straightforward story. It's not particularly deep. It's not particularly, it's not a character study in any way. It's just the Justice League has to fight the evil versions of themselves in the crime syndicate. It's a little weird, and not everyone has a perfect one-to-one analog, but it kind of works out in a way. And it does kind of go off the rails a little bit toward the end, and there really isn't a reason or an explanation why that is. Let me explain. The basic premise is Lex Luthor of this alternate Earth, which I don't think they designate a number. We're not going to call it Earth 3, but it's the Crime Syndicate's Earth. Lex Luthor's a hero, Crime Syndicate, the Justice League are the bad guys. So the Crime Syndicate is running the world. Lex Luthor and Jester, which is the Joker of that Earth, go to get involved. Jester ends up dead after a failed raid on the Crime Syndicate, and Lex ends up going to Earth 1 to to try and recruit the Justice League to fight to fight the Crime Syndicate. So they all go back, they fight the Crime Syndicate, and then kind of to pad the runtime, so it's not just, they've defeated the Crime Syndicate, because they do that pretty quickly, the Justice League. They pretty quickly defeat them and round them up and all of that, but they need to kind of pad the runtime. It's like all of a sudden they decide, fine, we're going to destroy the entire multiverse, and that kind of feels weird for a first foray into multiversal shenanigans. So, Owlman makes that decision kind of unilaterally, and everyone's kind of just okay with it. And Batman does something that I feel is a little out of character and a little, weird. It's, in order to power down the cannon, or in order to power the Thing to send people to different universes, in this case, send Batman to Earth Prime, where Owlman is with this multiversal bomb. They need a speedster to run really fast, which that is just always how things work, I guess. It's just, there's a never-ending supply of speedsters to do this kind of nonsense. And so the Flash is like, I'll do it. And then Bruce is like, no, you're not going to do it. It'll kill you. You're not fast enough. We'll have Johnny Thunder do it. Or Johnny Quick. And who's, Earth 3's Flash. I keep calling it Earth 3, but it's not Earth 3. But, and so he has him do it, and then he ends up dying. And it's like, you knew that was going to happen. And Bruce is like, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. So, and it doesn't feel like Batman to let someone die, even if it is to save the multiverse. It kind of just feels like a weird thing. So it's a good movie. The animation's fine. The voice acting's all great. Even if it is James Woods, I like the kind of inflection that they give Owlman, where it's like, if it wasn't James Woods, it'd be better, but I don't think James Woods is, a good person, so I really, don't like the decision to have him there. I mean, at the time, no one knew he was a lunatic, but now we know, he's a lunatic, but, we can't fault the movie then for what he's done since, and I think that if you're gonna watch that, if you're gonna do this movie, I think you need to set him apart. You really need to set apart Bruce from Owlman in a distinct way, because functionally they're meant to be the same character, but with different, with a similar ideology, but with vastly different ways of going about it. And I think giving him that cadence, that very abrupt, very, not abrupt, more like short, and matter-of-fact cadence he speaks in is the perfect way to do that. So if you haven't watched this movie, I mean, you can watch it on HBO Max. It's like an hour and a half long. It's not a huge time commitment or anything. You can check it out. So that's today's episode, which would be I'm recording this on Monday. We have a episode going up tomorrow and an episode going up Wednesday. So this will be Thursday. Oh no, this will be Thursday. Tomorrow we're going to do Get On Up, which we're going to discuss the death of Chadwick Boseman. And we're going to talk about one of the movies that he's lesser known for, because everyone knows him as Black Panther, but we're going to discuss more some of his other roles, like this. I mean, everyone knows 42, but this is one that kind of people forgot about, and I really want to talk about his impact in this regard and bring to life these icons beyond just, I mean, I don't want to say just Black Panther, because that in itself is a huge achievement, but we're going to talk about that more on Friday. Or we'll do it before then. I might record it tomorrow and put it up in the after. I'm going to watch the movie tonight. So yeah, we will wrap up there for today. We'll be back with more stuff the rest of this week. Every day at 8 a.m. episodes go up. So until then, have a great rest of your week.